Greetings friends, it is I, Riku-Khan, and today I am finally doing my product review of the Nintendo Switch itself. I know this has been a very long time coming, but I was very busy last week, and on Monday I was also busy. But here it is, today at last. So what are my thoughts on the Switch? Well, it works. I know people have said that there has been some desync issues with the left Joy-Con, but I haven't really tried to do that myself. It's been working just fine, and I've pretty much made sure there was nothing blocking the path from the Joy-Cons to the Switch itself. The battery life, I can play this thing for hours and then place it in my dock for it to get charged up later on. Like, I could start playing at, say, 12:45 and then pretty much keep playing until like 6 or 7, which is the perfect timing for me, you know. You can argue that it could have been longer due to all other tablets having longer life, but if you really want a longer battery life, just turn down your screen brightness, turn off your sound, do all that sort of thing. And apparently there's some news on there, but I'll read that later. The screen displays perfectly by itself without being on the big screen, but the big screen definitely does show amazing colors and everything. I've been playing nothing but Breath of the Wild for God knows how many weeks now. I've just beaten the 3rd dungeon that I picked to go to. There's still one more, you know, as far as the game's telling me, but who knows. But by themselves, the Joy-Cons have fit in my hands perfectly. I mean, again, I have giant hands, you know. Makes Master Hand Crazy Hand blush. But surprisingly, those two things fold pretty good in my hands. I actually haven't played any games with the Joy-Cons sideways yet because 1, I'm all by myself, and 2, I don't really know that many games that actually play with that control scheme besides the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Thanks to one of the people I'm actually subscribed to, WillieBiscuits. He's actually pretty funny, you should check him out. But, yeah, the Joy-Cons fit perfectly in my hand. Unfortunately, these armor guards, they make the grip holding too small to put the Joy-Cons back in. But, you know, whenever I get the charging one, you know, that's gonna have to maybe change up a little. I don't know what the armor guards really are for, but they make it colorful at least, so I'll give it that. The load times while going through the menus and everything are very fast. You know, I mean, people are complaining. Like, let's see how long it takes for me to get to the eShop. If I can highlight it and push the A button. Let's see how long it takes. I also have terrible internet too, so this might take a while. And we're there. That's so much quicker than the Wii U. Maybe the music on the Wii U is what's been slowing it down, which is a shame because I actually do like the music for the Wii U's eShops and how it changes monthly. In fact, I'll probably have one of the Wii U's eShop themes playing in the background, my personal favorite. And look, Binding of Isaac was just recently released on it. Who thought that that game of all indie games would actually make it onto the Switch? Made into the new 3DS, so I'm not surprised personally, but let's see. Yeah, it's got a lot of Neo Geo games on there, which is a nice start. And I Am Setsuna, I'm not a huge fan of. But yeah, that's just how quick it is. Then we hit the home button. I'm trying to be careful because while this isn't a Wii kickstand like Cena wants you to believe, it does feel like I could easily break with my bare hands if I tried. I'm not going to try because I'm not retarded, but that's besides the point. Yeah, let's just see what these news are. Probably something about Xenoblade Chronicles X too. Or I could just be full of crap. Almost snipper clips. You know, they keep advertising their old games to come and games that are already out. Snipper clips actually does look like a fun game, but no friends to play with. And surprisingly enough, I believe Space Hamster said that the puzzles are actually much harder by herself, which makes sense, I guess. The only problems I have with the Switch, and this is probably just based on my end, for some reason it cannot connect in my room. It can connect everywhere else in this house, but in my room specifically, it cannot connect worth crap. Now, the internet connection in my room isn't that strong, but my laptop is still connected on the internet and still goes through websites just fine. I don't know why my Switch can't stay connected once it goes into my room and I play a game, but that's not going to be a huge deal breaker because I'm going to be avoiding online multiplayer games due to the soon-to-be charging system for playing online. And the Joy-Cons themselves, I think the only way they can charge right now without the charging grip is they have to be in the Switch while the Switch is docked. Otherwise, it's going to be using battery life. Let me see. See, right now it's just in the Switch itself, in portable mode. Go on here. And see, right now all 3 batteries are being drained, but I remember having it off and then turning it on the next day and the Joy-Con batteries were low. So I guess the Switch has to be in sleep mode in order for it to charge completely. Which, I mean, that's a minor nitpick, I guess, but I feel like that's a bit backwards when most console controllers can still be charging while the console's shut off. And yeah, speaking of shutting off, you can't really turn off the console unless you hit the power button on the tablet itself. You can barely see it. But that to me is very nitpicky about it. It's a nice feature from all the past consoles, even the Wii and the Wii U had that. But I feel by the time I personally could complain about it, I would have to do that. I could just spend the time to manually turn it off anyway. And even then, I have to put the Joy-Cons back to where they are anyway, which is right near the Switch. So by the time I just pick them up, the controllers, and put them next to the Switch, I can just turn it off there and then and just be done with it. So that's just a minor nitpicky. But I can also see it being a valid point to everyone else. Anyway, I definitely approve of the Switch. I just wait till more games come out. And I'll see you in the next one when I will properly review Twilight Princess HD. Goodbye.